Hello everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tahoe and T here, and today I'll be presenting to you a new, relatively to me, deck that I picked up at a bookstore around here. Also, as a side note, if my voice is sounding a little bit different from previous videos that you've watched of me, it's just currently I am getting over what I'm going to call a concentrated cold. Concentrated cold because I had all of the symptoms packed into the space of 2 days, something like that, maybe 3 if I'm being generous, and I'm finally feeling much better, a bit more human. So if I'm sounding a bit stuffed up or dry-ish voice, that's the reason why. But in any case, yes, the tarot that I'll be presenting to you, and at the same time, you'll see exactly that by presenting this tarot, we're also going to have another session of Ruby Retrograde's instant translation. It is called Arcanes, Tarot de Marseille Contemporain by Florent Courtaigne. So, like I mentioned, I got this deck I want to say a few months ago. I'm slow I think by this time you should see, or you should notice, I'm kind of slow to get through decks that I'm purchasing. I don't necessarily open them or use them sorry, the same moment that I get them. So sometimes they're sitting in my little package corner for months. But in any case, so this is a mass market deck, but funny enough, or interestingly enough, you can also find it on Etsy in 2 versions. There's one version that is only the major arcana, and one version which is the complete 78 cards, majors and minor. This one has all 78 cards. So I find it interesting that not only it's available mass market, published by, I mentioned this by Lotus et l'Éléphant, but you can also buy it from Etsy. So I'll put both websites, like the Amazon / whatever bookstore, and the Amazon and the Etsy link. I will note, because I did check the Etsy listing, it is by the creator, which is Florent Courtaigne, but I will note, if you have to use Etsy to purchase the deck, either because of shipping, it doesn't ship to your place or whatever, it will run you more expensive than if you get it from Amazon or another big bookstore. So in any case, so here is what the box look like. As I mentioned, it is a Marseille tarot deck. As you can see, it is pretty cool already. As you're looking at it, it's very monochromatic, if I can say it like that. Black, white, and gold. We have some foil at the front, and there's a little cutout. We're gonna open it and we're gonna see. This is what the back of the box look like, and here and some example of the cards, so you can see it's pretty cool. It says here, to pull cards, it's not necessary to have the third eye. The magic of tarot resides especially in the intuition, goodwill, and concentration. This box contains the 70 cards of tarot, enluminé. So how can I explain enluminé? Enluminé is I guess almost foiled, because it is foiled. So foiled with clear symbols and familiar archetype, but also a interpretation guidebook of 136 pages, practical and poetic, with a method of drawing, or a spread, anyways, for beginners. A poster with a plateau de tirage. What do you mean an affiche avec un plateau? Okay, I guess affiche with a plateau tirage. So a poster with a a spread on it, I guess. Okay, so we'll get in the box. We'll see what they mean by the poster with a spread and a table, a reminder table of the signification, and a case to protect the cards. So from the back, I'm guessing they're saying there's gonna be a few items in there. I'm guessing maybe like a spread, kind of like a paper spreadsheet. So anyways, without further ado, let's check it out. The box is a clamshell style. As I mentioned, there was like a hole in the box to kind of align with this cool little maze type of thing. And I did not notice until now, but the book looks pretty cool because it is a UV spot print of the name of the card and the author, so Arcanes, and some of the details also have some UV spot. I believe, yeah, that's the name of it, UV spots. And the book is hard. It's a hardback. So that's pretty cool. Very nice. And here again, the same symbol, but in black. Okay, we're going to take a look at it later. But that's pretty cool. And then again, inside, I guess that's what they mean with the poster. It's a little fold-out sheet where we have the meaning, signification. Okay, so yeah, that's what they mean. So a little bit, you know, wands, pentacles, cups, sword, and then from 1 to the king. That is okay, pretty cool. And then here, I'll see if I can kind of, I don't want to fold it to show it, but so here you have some keywords, quick, like some really like 3 keywords about each card, whether it's up or reversed. Then over here we have just in general what each of the suit of the minor arcana represent. So for swords, sensuality, spirit, intellect, cups, love, society, emotions, wands, energy, nature, sexuality, and then pentacles, which is the material aspect, body, and money. And even then, they even added their correspondence with playing cards, so spades, diamonds, clubs, and hearts. Then again, at the bottom here you have the same table but for the majors. So 3 keywords for when it's upright, and then 3 keywords when it's reversed. And then let's see if I can try to see it here. We have a little kind of cheat sheet about the numbers. So when it's a even number, it's calm, and when it's an odd number, it's about action. So very cool. All right, let's see if there's something. Oh, so that's what they mean. Okay, so here at the back we have kind of like just a life-size spread. I don't think it has a name necessarily, but it is a 5-card spread where the first one is situation, second one is direction. So it's like the cross spread. So direction, forces, obstacles, and then the center card, which is the advice. All right, it's kind of difficult to show this because my camera can't go all the way up. Okay, let's put this away. And then finally, we have, I hope the cards, because we have lots of stuff going on here. We have the cards in its own tuck box. So yay. And let's see if I can, I don't have my little thing. Okay, hopefully, let's see if I can open this tuck box without too much damage. If not, I will go look for this one tool that I had that helped me open tuck boxes with like as little damage as possible to the flaps. Oh, okay, no, I did it. Perfect. Okay, so just over here. Again, we have the same kind of like cutout that we had on the box cover. Again, with the little question mark. So I'm pretty sure that is the back of the cards that we're looking at. And ooh, this is like one shiny back of cards. So here are the back of the cards. Like, to me, I find it quite glossy. I'm already putting fingerprints. To be fair, I do have cream on my hands, so I'm bound to be leaving, you know, fingerprints and stuff on it. The back, the edges, black. Like, this is a whole aesthetic. Like, the aesthetic on this, like, I'd be giving it like a good 8, 9 out of 10. This is like nice. I did look at pictures of it online and all of that, and you know, from French YouTubers that did flip throughs and also pictures on Amazon listing. But to see it in person, this is very nice. Like a matte black edges, but there are some that I'm kind of peeking some gold going on here. Not exactly bothersome, but whatever. And the front of the cards also are glossy. Again, we're seeing the fingers. So, all right. What I do appreciate from these Marseille cards is that they are not large. They are, because I have several Tarot de Marseille decks that have pretty large cards. Like, for example, the... what is it called? The Tarot Pop Culture, I believe it's called. I did an unboxing of that. Like, if you look at the Tarot Pop Culture, it is a large, like even larger than Oracle decks. This one, let me just get a deck real quick. Okay, here, because right now I'm using this deck currently, so it's on my night table. So if we're putting the two together, I mean, they're about, as talking about height, they are I would say pretty much the same height, and just like what, 5 millimeters thinner than this card. This card is from the Ellis Tarot deck. So if you have it, you have an idea of what this is. All right. So what we are going to do now, I'm going to zoom in and we're going to check out in a more close-up way these cards, and already you'll see how cool these are for Marseille decks, and I really like those kind of this style of reimagined Marseille deck. It's to me it's more abstract, but not, if you know what I mean. So just right here, just give me 1 second. I'm going to go get a little bit of thing to drink before I start coughing all over the place. Alrighty, now I have my glass of water. We are good. So let's start with the Ace of Sword. I like how we have this feather and within it, the sword. It's already starting cool. And as you'll see, it's a play with the colors of black, gold, and white, like I mentioned at the beginning. Then the Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Kind of represented by, what are those called? Windmills, I think? But those huge ones. Very interesting. I like, I'm looking forward to see what it says about it in the book, if it kind of explains it a bit more. Then the Four of Swords. Five of Swords. The Six of Swords. Seven. You can definitely see and feel how modern, like how modern forward it is. 8. Compared to like a classic Marseille. 9. 10. Here we have the Page of Sword. I would like to know, what does Darth Vader and Disney have to do with this? That is pretty cool. Oh, it seems like I have some. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Oh no, is that meant, or is that because the cards were stuck together? I hope it's part of the style. I'm not feeling any scratches or anything, but man. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to go look at pictures, and if it is like a defect, maybe I'll try sending an email to like the editor or something, because the publisher, because I don't think I'll be able to replace it. They only had one left at the bookstore, and I'm pretty sure they don't have a policy for open box A, and I think I'm past the date anyways. But in any case, this was the knight, the queen. I think she's pretty cool there. And the king of swords. Definitely, there's like, looking at it, I did see some pictures, like previews and stuff, and then and so there are characters, people, it's silhouetted. It's not, you don't have the eyes and details, but you can recognize some people, like we saw Einstein, Darth Vader, and all of that. So I think that's pretty cool anyways. Now we're with the cups with the ace. Two. That's a cool, like, I don't know, would that be considered like an optical illusion? Because it looks like two wine glasses. So, this one cup with the stem, and then the second one with the stem. But it could also be just like two, just like stemless cups that are pouring, and the liquid is pouring towards each other. So I think that's pretty cool. 3. And then 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Definitely, what I'm feeling, or what I'm thinking while looking at these cards, it seems like the art is meant, or is aiming to be to the point. Like, it's giving you association with the people. So here we have the page, and I'm getting vibes of juggling many things at once. Pet projects, pet passions that where we're dividing our attention to. Is it that or multitasking? I'm saying that like this because listen, whether it's Rider-Waite-Smith or Marseille, I forget the core card. So I constantly have to remind myself which is what. So I think this is very, very cool. Then this is the knight. The queen. It's looking very cool. Again, I'm kind of bothered by this here. I don't know if it's meant. I don't think so, but. And King of Cups. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles. Two. Three. The 4. 5. 6. 7. I think some of the symbols on the pentacles, I am seeing them again. Yeah, like this one here, that one there. That's interesting. Gives a bit of continuity, which is cool. Then 8. 9. I will say, seeing that card when I saw it while checking this deck out definitely pushed me more towards the I want to have it in my collection, because I think it's pretty cool and it's Mario. I like Mario. And 10. Now onto the court cards with the page. The Knight, the Queen, and the King. Look at Mr. Monopoly. And finally the Wands, with I think a rather obvious silhouette that we will not mention. 2. Hopefully I won't be censored for this. Would I be censored for a silhouette? Anyways, I guess we'll figure it out when I post it. Then we have the 3 of Wands. Again, with like an optical illusion going on here. And the 4. 5. I think this part in black is part of the body. Am I off? 6 of Wands. 7. 8. 9. 10. Now this is kind of bothersome. I'm seeing all these, like, I don't know what to call it. I guess it's printing error, or I don't know, but I don't like it. It's like, I guess because it's on a lot of cards, I can kind of tell my mind that it's, you know, a design or whatever, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer. The Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. I'm very much sure that this is a reference to Harry Potter. The Queen of Wands. This one could look like a couple of things, and I'll leave it at that, because again, I don't know how much YouTube censors, so, you know, let's not go there. And then the King of Wands. And now we are with the major arcana, starting with the Magician, which means that the Fool is probably the last card. So in Tarot de Marseille tradition, oftentimes the Fool will be placed at the end of the major arcana following the World, whereas Rider-Waite-Smith, it tends to be placed at the beginning. So it's just two ways of seeing it, but it's kind of the same, really. And then we have the High Priestess. Very cool here. The Empress. Emperor, top of the hierarchy, the Pope, the Lovers, the Chariot. And see, this one, like, it explains so well, you know, everybody going in a certain direction, but you are like trailblazing, like making your way, no matter what, for like whether it's the wind that's blowing against you, people, whatever, you're doing it, like you're gonna do your thing no matter what. Justice, position 8, as it is in Marseille. The Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, Hanged Man. That's pretty interesting. So this is a death card, or in Tarot de Marseille, the Arcane sans nom, so the Arcana without name. And then here we have Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, or the House of God, basically. And I don't know exactly when it was published. I know it was mass market in 2023, but I believe it was in 2023 where the Basilique de Notre Dame caught fire. So it's kind of, yeah. So the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World, and finally, the Fool. Alrighty. And this was the flip through of Arcane. Now again, I'm kind of like, maybe I this is one of those moments, especially with mass market decks that have a return policy. That's probably one of those times where I probably low-key should have checked those out, and I didn't. It's the fact that so much foiling has been used for the cards, but yeah, this is it's a bit of a bummer to have. And it's not, well, it's enough cards that have it, especially those that are mainly in gold foil. And I can't even tell you what it is exactly, because when I touch those area with those little, I don't know what to call it, like scratches in quotation, they're not scratches because I don't feel it when I touch them. I don't know, it's like the foiling kind of lifted. Oops, sorry, I keep on knocking this. But in any case, so listen, this is what it is. Maybe I'll shoot an email to Lotus and l'Elephant, and who knows, maybe they can help out, maybe they can't, we will see. Now, at least let's just continue as it is, and hopefully the copy that you get either from Lotus and l'Elephant, if you're buying mass market, or through Etsy, will not have that particular issue that I'm having, or that I saw. So shuffling wise, because it's foil, you know, no issues, no clumps, nothing like that. Riffle shuffle, and it's a little bit stiff. I did forgot to mention about the card themselves in terms of thickness. For the mass market, it's pretty good. That probably explains the stiffness, because it's a little, like, you know, it's a little bit stiff. Like it's cardboardy, but it doesn't feel necessarily flimsy. So that probably explains why when trying to riffle shuffle, you know, it bends, but it has, you know, it has a little bit of rigidity. Okay, so there. We already have one card that came out, so we will read for our minor arcana the 9 of Pentacles, which is yay. I guess it's trying to console me about the state of the foils by giving me one of the cards that I like the most out of the deck. Okay, if we're doing side, it's all right. And let's see if we can get a card for the major arcana. Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. Hermit. We'll take the Hermit. Alrighty. So we saw... Whoop. So we saw the, I guess, cheat sheet poster that they were talking about with just the keywords here. So, for example, if I was to look at the 9 of Pentacles, I will be right here. Yes, right here. So here for the 9 of Pentacles, so here, 9, we would have reorganization, positioning, and agility. And then the reverse would be risk, imprudence, and surmenage. It's like overdoing it. So that would be the cheat sheet version. But if you check out this book, which is this very cool UV spot style book. Ooh, okay. Freshly opened. So we have this. We have our table of comments. So the approach, history, spirit, explications, or explanation, sorry. Major, minor arcana, draws or spreads, an example, and then a little bit about the author. Very cool. Okay, so basically the approach there, the author talks about how they came about doing this this tarot, which is kind of basically that they studied the meanings of the cards and translated it into symbols. So kind of like updating symbols and stuff. And then the story of the tarot. Let's see the spirit of it. So, you know, whether you want to do draws for yourself or others. And then okay, this is again kind of an overview of the Tarot de Marseille. And then this is what we saw again on that cheat sheet. So here it says like the 56 cards of the minor arcana are spread into 4 colors in quotation marks of 14 cards each. That symbolizes 4 different aspects of the world that surrounds us. So again here, then it'll go back. Then the suits or the suite, which is basically for the numbers. And then going through each number. Okay, let us kind of okay. And then the court card. So what each court card is. And I kind of like this little explanation. So they're saying, so for example, for the queen, they are inside of their element. The king are above it. The page kind of circles around it, and then the knight goes outside of it. Okay, so here they're starting with the minor arcana, which matches how the cards were in the box, so I get it. So you know what, we will start with the Nine of Pentacles instead. All right, had to pause because I was hearing a motorcycle that was about to head out, and I didn't want to have to try and drown out the noise post while I'm editing. So okay, so let us look. Oh, there you go, perfect. The Nine of Pentacles. So here, you know, it's black and white. We have a little, I guess, thumbnail, we can say, of the card with, I guess, the symbol at the back for 9. I did notice when they were talking about the numbers, they kind of had these little symbols going on here. So you'll see it here. And let us see what it says real quickly. And now, bear with me as I automatically translate what is going on in this book. So, oh no, actually, you know what? I was saying it's the symbol for 9, but no, it is actually, what is the term for this? Basically, the first letter of the text is the shape. So this is the D for dans de très nombreux jeux. So erase what I said before. Okay, so in many games, gold coins are the goal. We'll see that. They raise the score, give lives, or enable us to buy or bet on things. The Nine of Pentacles evokes also this pleasure of the game, the challenges that we complete, the calculated risk, bluffing on a bad hand. It could represent a professional repositioning. Sorry, the la reprise, the reorganization and retaking, if I can say it like that, of an activity that is losing speed, a sport training, a plastic surgery, construction, or renovation of our own house. This reorganization needs inspiration, investment in time or money, and eventually sacrifices. We have to identify our own limits to not cross, or be ready to pay dearly for the failure. The Nine of Pentacles represents the reorganization, the positioning, agility, the game or the play. And in its dark side, the risk, the shaky investing, shaky investing, imprudence, over investing, and surmenage, like I mentioned, overworking yourself. And then again, the 3 keywords that we saw in the little fold out page. Right? Hopefully I'm making sense in my translating. You can tell me in the comments below. Okay, and now we are with the Hermit again, which looks like this. I'm kind of bothered that I don't remember what's the term for the first letter being like this nice stylized corner thing. So again, I think I forgot to show it in the fold up, but these are the keywords again. So the Hermit made the choice of a spiritual life in solitude and recueillement, like collecting oneself. he he or they pulled themselves out from the agitation of human society to create themselves a protective bubble, far from the outside world's noises. Instead of saying perturbations, or yeah, noises, the sound of the city, human interaction, the addictive flow of images, information, and desires. The spirit finds its own rhythm, infuses. Oh no, sorry. The spirit finds its own rhythm, full of soft ideas, and turns them into ideas. Yeah, okay, we'll take it like that. So time is no longer for action but for reflection. By isolating from our coworker or colleagues, they loses little by little the sense of talking, like the art of speaking, and of its reality. They no longer have the taste for material things, and underfeeds themselves, are negligent with their health and their physical appearances. This arcana represents meditation, introspection, emancipation, autonomy, searching, independence, humility. But in its dark side, it represents also the loss of what you call, like, balises. It's like checkpoints. So losing our checkpoints, and deconnection, isolation, closing oneself, and passivity. Passivity, is that a word? So the three keywords are searching, emancipation, autonomy, and then for the reverse meaning, we have deconnection, isolation, and passivity or passiveness. Let me know. So here are an example. So I think it's pretty interesting. This definitely seemed like quite the book to check out. And you could kind of read it on the side even if you're not using the card. And I kind of wanted to see the example of the spreads that they have. So first step, some precautions. So the reason, respects, and prudence. Then formulation, then contact, and then the disposition. Okay, so this is the spread, and this is what we saw at the back of that little fold out sheet, the 5-card cross spread. Okay, and then how to read it, and then an example, which is pretty cool. I do like when they, along with the spread, they kind of give an example, because at least for me, it helps. Like, even if it's a 5-card cross spread, yes, you know in general what it is, but just, seeing an example, spread or interpretation, and seeing how they go from one card to another, I don't know. For me, I think it's quite helpful. So, with all that being said, this was Arcanes, the Tarot de Marseille Contemporain by Florent Courtaigne. What do I have to say about this? The images, I very much like them. They are very, very, very cool. I like, just 3 colors. And then it's very, I think in what I parsed from the book, I believe they may have worked in graphic design or something like that. I'll have to read the book exactly. I like this one. I like how they used symbols, basically, or different imagery that we see currently around us to give the to kind of help us into interpreting each card and their meaning. I do very much like that. So this is what I like. I like the art. I'm sure as I go through the book, I'll even understand even more the imagery used. It's like abstract, but how to explain it? It's not abstract, but there are certain tarot cards that are abstract, but also minimalist, I guess. This one is abstract, but like fuller. It's fuller, not to the point where there's like a symbol or things all over the place, but it's abstract to the point, but yeah, fuller. We'll call it that. Otherwise, I do like the whole the whole presentation, the aesthetic, pretty cool. The black edges, the gold foils, white, black, very nice. I do like the back of the cards as well. I will note, because it's just a symbol with a question mark, they will not be reversible. So just a FYI for you guys. I do like that little fold out sheet if you don't feel like pulling out the book to read it. That is also pretty cool. How do I feel about a case within a case? I guess if you just want to take this out with you, it kind of helps, so you don't have to go looking for a bag or anything like that to store the cards in. But I don't know, a tuck box within a box, I don't know, I'm a half and half on it. I could live with just the card being inside the box, inside the little the little, what do you call it, enclosure. So if all the cards were just kind of in there like this, I would be fine with it. But it's okay if you have this. I guess if you want to put the main box elsewhere, that's fine. And I guess that's what they meant also at the back by son propriété. So this is what they meant by its own case. So I'm okay with that. That's fine. We'll survive. Very cool, the foil and the non-foil. But now I don't know if the fact that so much foil was used is also why I ended up with many cards. Now I can't find them now that I'm looking for them. Why I ended up with many cards with weird printing errors. Although some of them, like for example the star here, like it's perfectly fine, no issues. But it seemed, I think it's almost all the court cards. I'm having this weird like snow effect. And I don't know, it's kind of a bummer. Maybe I could try using it, see if I can live with it, like if it's really annoying, or maybe because I don't know, maybe if I try to send an email to the publisher and explain, the issue, I don't know, maybe they'll be like, well, you're on your own, and then I am on my own. So I don't know. And I don't honestly want to spend how much did it cost me? I think it cost me maybe $60. I don't want to spend $60 again for another deck. That's kind of foolish. But in any case, this was Arcanes. Let me know what you think of that deck. If you were to be interested in learning Marseille, sorry for that motorcycle. Yes, if you were to learn Marseille, would this be would this style of art convince you to kind of step a foot in? Would this be the style of deck that you would be looking for in order to learn Marseille, or it's not quite it for you? Let me know what you think of it, and if you have any questions or anything like that. Again, I want to show the back of the cards. They're so cool. I do like that it's, I don't mind that it's all glossy also, by the way, so I'm okay with that. I guess it matches the whole aesthetic. And the book, I do like the touch also that it's hardcover. Did I call it hardback? Anyways, so all of these little goodies, I appreciate it all. So let me know what you think of this deck in the comment section down below. I don't know that I'll necessarily do a unboxing in French because there already are a good handful of unboxing in French. And so I kind of want to have people that speak English kind of discover French tarot decks. So I'll do this one in English. If you want it in French, I can do it. Just let me know. But in any case, thank you for spending some time with me in this unboxing. And until next time, bye-bye, guys.